Whispers in the graveyard. In the heart of the small town, there stood an old cemetery, shrouded in perpetual darkness. The gravestones were covered in disturbing shadows as the moon peeked through the frightening fog. One chilly night, a group of curious teenagers decided to explore the graveyard. Among them were Alex, Sarah, and Mike. As they entered, they felt a cold gust of wind that sent shivers down their spines. Mike lit a flickering lantern to guide their way, but the light seemed to waver, as if something unseen was playing with it. The friends laughed nervously, trying to shake off the uneasy feeling creeping up on them. They wandered deeper into the cemetery, each step echoing through the silence. The creaking of ancient trees added to the sense of foreboding. Sarah clung to Alex's arm, feeling her heart pounding in her chest. As they walked among the tombstones, they noticed some inscriptions dated back centuries ago. They suddenly heard a tremulous murmur that sounded like someone beckoning from the shadows. With her eyes wide in terror, Sarah froze. "Did you hear that?" she whispered to the others. Mike chuckled nervously. "Probably just the wind, Sarah." "Don't be so jumpy." But Alex felt a strange presence lurking around them. He couldn't shake off the feeling that they were being watched. As they continued, the fog thickened, making it difficult to see. The lantern's light seemed to dim, and soon they found themselves in near total darkness. Panic started to set in. Then, from the distance, they spotted a figure barely visible through the mist. It was a tall, shadowy figure dressed in tattered clothes, slowly moving among the tombstones. Their hearts pounded louder. "Who's there?" Alex called out, trying to sound brave. The figure didn't respond, but continued to approach them, step by haunting step. Their throats tightened with fear, making breathing difficult. Without warning, the figure vanished into thin air, leaving the friends in complete disbelief. They couldn't explain what they had just witnessed. Feeling increasingly uneasy, they decided to leave the cemetery. However, when they prepared to leave, they discovered themselves surrounded by spectral apparitions that had emerged from their graves. Sarah gasped. "We shouldn't have come here." "We've disturbed the spirits." The ghosts began to circle the terrified trio, their hollow eyes fixed on them, emitting a bone-chilling coldness that seeped into their soul. Mike tried to run, but his legs felt heavy, as if trapped by an invisible force. "We have to get out of here," he pleaded. But the ghosts drew nearer, their mournful moans echoing through the night. The friends closed their eyes, waiting for the end, but then an old, whispering voice pierced the air. "Get out of here!" The voice sounded ancient, powerful, and sad all at once. It appeared to ring true in their heads, imploring them to flee while they still had the chance. With a surge of adrenaline, they broke free from the circle of ghosts and ran as fast as they could. The spirits wailed behind them, but they dared not look back. Back in the safety of their homes, they vowed never to speak of what they had encountered that dreadful night. And they knew one thing for certain: the cemetery held secrets beyond their understanding, and it was a place best left undisturbed. From that day on, the townspeople whispered tales of the haunted cemetery, warning others to stay away. But none of them would ever forget the spine-chilling night when they dared to venture into the realm of the restless spirits. This is Astrid Insight Lab, and we have a collection of thrilling stories. Please remember to like and subscribe to receive updates whenever we publish new episodes.